Hello indie game fan, this video is full of my favorite genres such as roguelite, tactics and Metroidvanias, beginning with Deflector Hivestorm, the latest update to this awesome action roguelite that is currently in early access. This adds the fourth world to the game with giant centipede enemies, new mutations, new areas to explore, and the usual balancing changes, where this is shaping up to be something great. I was checking Steam and was pleasantly surprised to discover that Vesper Saga Episode 1 released in early access, since this is a tactics title that I have covered before, where it has some really great hand-drawn art. It is not a classic tactics title, but where your units are confined to one side of the battlefield, but you can summon new units and presumably formation does matter, all with decent pixel art and card-based combat as well. This video is brought to you by Frail Versicorae Domlion, a classically designed turn-based JRPG that mixes both pixel art and hand-drawn portraits. We do get a look at the characters in this game, where we do follow the tales of four of them in particular: the gangster, the nun, the scholar and the bookworm, as they struggle to survive knee-deep in madness, where eventually their fates will intertwine. There are all sorts of horrific monsters in this world which you will need to battle, having the classic behind-the-back camera angle for combat. I think that the dark and mysterious world is very well done here, asking questions like who are these characters and what they are doing in their respective situations, and whether or not they would succumb to the void, certainly being of interest to fans of the genre.
Time slips through your fingers, the eclipse nears an end.
We also have the 1.0 release of Dream Cycle, a third-person action game that spent a relatively short amount of time in early access, and is of note due to the pedigree, coming to us from the creator of Tomb Raider from way back when. This is set in the world of the Dreamlands, created by H.P. Lovecraft, and seems to be pretty different from the cosmic horror Cthulhu vibes that he is more known for, with fluid action that may be of interest. Again, the concept for a recipe of disaster is not new, since this is a management sim that has you running a restaurant, but what can I say, I love this type of game and do have a history with this developer, so I thought that I'll give them a little push. The campaign has you going in to rescue failing restaurants, kitchen nightmares style, although hopefully with a lot less of this.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Another interesting aspect is that you're able to create recipes of your own, so if you love tycoon games, certainly give this a go. Some of you may be groaning already, but we do get the 1.0 release of Ancient Gods as well, a roguelite deck builder that has you playing as these immortal beings. There are more than 30 plus characters to unlock and play as, which is impressive, as well as an interesting upgrade system that allows you to socket gems onto your cards. It does seem like the deck builder gold rush brought about by Slay the Spire has died down, so we may get more innovative ideas in the space. An awesome roguelite tactics title currently in early access is Oaken, releasing the Spellcasters update, which, naturally, focuses on just that. It adds a new character named Raikou the Scientist, as well as a host of new spells, adding more to this good game. Survival games truly show how huge the gaming market is, since these games can easily sell more than 1 million copies, where we are looking at the 1.0 release of Stranded Deep here, which is impressive, especially considering that its initial release was in 2015. This has you playing as the survivor of a plane crash on an island somewhere in the Pacific, having to do what you can to stay alive, including building shelter, crafting tools, and eventually creating vehicles and exploring the ocean. It is more realistic in that there are sharks and snakes and even giant squids, but it sure does remind me of Subnautica, which probably explains why this is so popular. An underrated farming sim is a post-apocalyptic game No Place Like Home, releasing an update that doesn't really have a name, adding a new dungeon zone and a challenge mode, where it does appear that they are wrapping up development on this game with new titles launching soon. I'm so very happy for the developer of Zeppelin Bygone, since this kickstarted Metroidvania sure looks like a passion project and seems to be doing okay, where you play as a hive mind wearing the skulls of defeated enemies, which grants you new powers, certainly being a title of interest, and watch this for the best current Metroidvanias.